What's up, ninjas? What is up, Bam Bam?
What's up?
How you doing today, buddy?
How am I doing?
You a doing? He's a doing. We finished up. We had some top dressing jobs yesterday. Well, one of them, and we had a little extra left over. I bought a little extra, and that, and I also wanted to have some spread in my front yard. So we just finished with that, and we just washed off the Eco 250 right there, and parked it, cleaned it, and figured it'd be a good video because it's starting to sprinkle. I think it'll hold off and give us enough time to go ahead and do 1 or 2 yards here locally, closer to where I'm at, so that way we don't have to drive far, but get a few more out and get some more hours and get some more of these yards out the way. But figured before we head out, take a quick little video, give the ninjas a little bit of an update since I'm slowly starting to get back into the videos. A lot has changed, right? A lot has been happening in this last season, and I had to take a break from YouTube, as I've mentioned in the last video. So the last video I actually uploaded from this last summer.
Yeah.
Remember that we did going over that 52 that had a pump issue. So never had a chance to upload it, and then I forgot about it.
Yeah, we still haven't uploaded the ones I got from your trip in Europe too.
No, that's right.
Too at some point.
Yep. And then there's another one that we both made that I got to do some editing, but it's all I'm going to say is it's severely overgrown.
Yeah, we do.
Not too much sneak peeks. That's good.
Yeah, but we need to post that one.
Starting here in the shed here, wanted to show you, me and Bam Bam, we installed a bunch of shelves. We got a lot of stuff off the ground, and this is the first time ever that I'm able to do what?
Park everything in here.
Park everything in here, including my son's truck right there, where I don't have to have anything on the trailer. So if it's raining or if I know it's a bad storm coming through.
Or if it's just cold.
A lot
of this equipment doesn't like the cold.
No. I can park in here, and so a lot of these shelves have come in real handy. It's something I've been meaning to do ever since I got the shed, but it's just the timing, ninjas. The timing is just everything in this industry. So anyway, thought I'd show you. Like I said, it freed up a lot of space. But that's not what we're doing this video for. What are we wanting to show the ninjas?
We got some goodies to show them.
We got some goodies to show them, so let's go show them. So first thing I want to show you is the new quick shoot for the Ninja mower. I had the powered one.
The electric garbage.
Don't call it garbage, man.
Yeah.
But it was good and it was great. A couple of issues I had with it that was our issues was Bam Bam damaged the chute, so don't call it garbage, like I said, to a degree. But I'm just saying, we fixed it, but it never was the same. It's like it wouldn't really close right up against it.
The reason I call it garbage is because the electrical, sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't.
That's the only thing.
So that's the only thing that really made it garbage.
Yeah, because it was not dependable, really, because you didn't know when it was going to work, when it was not. And the biggest fear, of course, is when you close it and it gets stuck and you need it open, you can't open it.
This time, the last time it didn't open, thank God it was this time of year when we're mulching leaves, because it stays closed more often than not.
And there was a few times I think we would like kick it or move the wires and it would open. So I ended up installing this with me and Bam Bam installed this. Pretty simple installation. I did not make a video installing this, but since I plan on putting it on the 52,
might as well.
And possibly that one as well, I'll definitely have an install video at some point or another whenever I get another one. But what do you think so far of it? What about that handle right there?
The handle, it's really easy. And I like it because it's got 3 different possibilities.
3 different possibilities. Yeah, 3 different positions.
Fully closed, half, full.
Yeah. My biggest fear is close it. It slams really hard. So my first instinct and my first thing that I said to you was what? I hope it
doesn't break.
I hope it doesn't break over time, because that's a big bang right there.
Yes, but you notice this is not regular plastic.
What do you think it is?
My guess is it's some kind of
fiber.
Fiber, maybe really thick plexiglass.
Maybe
that they've just painted or something, because you can get colored plexiglass.
Slam it again. See, that's a big slam right there.
But it is also pretty thick.
It is. But look how nicely it sits right up against the deck. It's great.
And
so
when we did your bushes the other day, we used it and mulched them, and I like it. I like it a lot.
yeah, we did my shrubs here around the carport, and of course some of the smaller stuff that we trimmed, we cleaned up, and then I told Bam Bam just to mulch it, and he said it worked great. So that was something that is pretty new. Ninja mower. Some of you have asked. I still got it. Is it still running? Yes. My next thing I got to fix is the light bar there. It's not only is it not really sitting properly on the metal right there, but it's also not working. Like, I think it's electrical something. So
always those electrical gremlins.
I know, and that's the thing about anything electrical. Now that we're talking about electrical, speaking of the chute there, these mowers take a really big amount of beating.
Oh, yeah. Especially in the middle of the season.
Yeah, well, the yards are not smooth. Some yards are super bumpy. I mean, and that's what these mowers are designed. Commercial mowers, you're going to take a lot of bumps and turns and...
Abuse isn't really the right word, but that's a good word for it. They do take a lot of abuse.
They take a lot of beating, you're right. And so anything electrical, my thing is anything electrical is bound to go out or something will happen. So anything manual is probably much better. But, I don't know. So far, the mower is doing great. It's kick and tail. Obviously, it's got some years on it. Doesn't have too many hours on it. I am, using this. I'm not trying to just not use it. But I think it's like 300 something.
494, actually.
494? So we have been using it a little more than I thought. So 500 hours, considering it's a 2019, 2021, 22, 24 years.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all, right? And so I've been using it, but at the same time, I try to also give it a break, and especially during the summer, and not use it as much. So that way, this mower lasts me
and with the
a while.
Surprise we got for them. It probably won't get used near as much in the summer anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to get used, but not nowhere near. Right. Okay, so that covers that. The biggest thing is the new purchase of 2023, and this is the ZXT 72-inch, 40 horsepower EFI Vanguard dual tweel, not wheel, tweel. And it is a beast of a mower. I mean, it's absolutely a monster. I personally wanted a stand-on 72. I asked for a stand-on 72, but my dealer, Michael, did not have any. And he said, Nick, I do not know when the next batch of stand-ons will come in. It will not be this year. This was in December. And he said it will not be this year, and I'm not really sure when in 2023. Because I was telling him, I was like, if you can tell me if it'll be here around February, March, even if it's April, I can wait and, get it. But at the same time, I also wanted a tax write-off.
The scary part is he didn't even have any 52s.
He did not have a single 52, and he didn't have any 72s. I don't think he even had any 61s.
Stand-ons. Yeah.
Stand-ons, right. He had a couple of ZXT 61 sit-downs, and he had one or two 72s. Right?
I think he said two.
Two.
And so then this is one of the two.
And so this is one of the two, correct. So before the end of the year, of course, I wanted another tax write-off. And, I really liked the ZXT 61 that I had.
Yeah. That was a good mower.
That was a great mower, and it really was phenomenal, and didn't really have any major issues with it. Little things here and there, just like any mower. But so I was like, you know what? That's fine. Just give me the sit down. It is what it is. Not to mention 72-inch deck. When are we going to use a 72-inch deck?
We got a couple of bigger properties.
Yeah, not saying that you can't use this deck on your average yards, but
case in point, look at
that field, for example.
This is like short work of it.
Right. So that's really the purpose of this mower. But so I didn't mind if it was a sit down, but I would have preferred a stand on. As you can see, I haven't even taken the paperwork off yet. I did drive it around in my backyard here just a little bit, just to try it out, but.
It's just an aggressive looking.
Yeah, it really is. So it's 0.5. It's brand new. I don't know what else to tell you. It's a brand new mower. I can't sit here and tell you a review that I haven't really used this mower. I'm going to base it off of the 61 that I had, because the only difference really is the Tweels, the dual Tweels, and the deck. The motor is the same and everything else.
Once the season kicks in, we might could revisit this and do an actual
Sure. So 72 right there, as you can see, 40 horsepower. I mean, like I said, it's a beast of a mower.
And the part that surprises me is how very close to not fitting on the trailer it is.
But it fits fine.
Yeah, it fits, but it's a tight fit.
Well, it is tight. That's right, because my trailer is 7.5 wide, and you know,
that half is what's saving us.
Yeah, 72 inches. It fits perfectly fine. Pop the seat up. But yeah, everything is the same as the 61. The dual Tweels is an additional add-on. They do not come with that, of course. That's my chicken. So I wanted the Tweels, and I felt like the dual Tweel would be really beneficial, maybe for some of the hills, and I think it just looks cool too. You know,
and it'll definitely help on like really wet yards,
right?
Even if it's not like overly wet, but if we had just a good rain and like 2 or 3 days ago,
sure.
Yeah, you're not going to get as stuck as quick with the
right.
Tweels.
So here's the battery, of course, underneath the seat, and you've got your suspension right there and all that. These add-ons, I think if you are to get a regular Tweel, just, you know, a single, I think the additional charge is like $1,600. But if you do a dual Tweel, I think the additional add-on is like 32 or 36.
I think that's what
32 or 3,600.
I don't remember. It's been a minute.
So, you know, obviously I got rid of the 61 and got that. And, you know, I have mentioned, let's go, man, this rain is coming down, isn't it?
It is. We might not get to
A yard, right? I mean, look at that. It's starting to pick up.
all right.
So what I was going to say is I traded that in. I did mention a little bit, even though I took a break from YouTube and videos last year. I uploaded a little bit here and there. But I think I did share quite a bit on Instagram and even a little bit on YouTube. I think last year was the first year that I'm officially debt-free. And this year, I wanted to stay that way. So got a brand new mower, still officially debt-free. So everything's paid for, as I've mentioned to you ninjas before, and that's something I've been striving for many, many years. I officially have not even reviewed the stand-on spreader for them.
Ooh, we need to
So
do that.
that'll be on the next video. I will go ahead and just walk over here and show you from a distance, because we don't want to have to pull it out right now. It's behind 52 right there. But I did also get the, excuse me, the stand-on Ferris right there. And it is a sprayer and a spreader. Don't really use the sprays, but I did buy it for the fact that you're standing on it and it's a lot faster. I think it's a 18 horse Vanguard, if I'm not mistaken, or 23.
I thought it was a cow.
No,
Is it not?
no, it's a Vanny. It's a Vanny.
I was under the assumption it was a cow.
No, and of course the Lesco that I had was only 100-pound, I believe, hopper, and that one is a 200 pounds. So you can definitely empty a whole bag of seed, for example, and fly.
Make short work of it.
Yeah.
It saved us, because I would have hated having some of the bigger properties using those.
Yeah,
It would have sucked.
Yeah, it would have sucked. You're right. But we used it on a couple of yards, and we were like, well, it's going kind of slow,
Yeah.
but still better than, it's still faster than the Lesco.
Than walking.
Right. And then we found out. Then we found out how to actually.
You can adjust the little goer.
We actually found out how to adjust those, and then it was flying. It was going about as fast as this stand-on, you know, or maybe not quite, but it's quick. And then, of course, you know, we took some time, but we were playing with it and trying to figure out the controls. We discovered that you can control how wide and how fast.
And you can also control if it goes over the whole thing or if it just goes one direction, because it's got a little, I don't know,
blocker there.
Yeah, I
Yep.
don't know if they can see it or not.
We're kind of doing a review on this too now. I'll do more of an official one when we pull it out and whatever to show you. But so that was another purchase that I did. Can't remember if I did it beginning of this year or end of last year, like 2021. I can't remember now. Last year, the year prior. Yeah. But, you know, I ended up getting that, bought it outright, just like I bought out the 72. So, you know, the next thing, the 36 is still good. Don't use it a whole lot, but I got it for just a couple of yards that we need it for, and any new yards we may come across.
very, very rarely does it get used.
Right. And then the Toro aerator has been doing great. Haven't had really any issues with it. Doesn't like the cold. We found that out, just like as many mowers.
Doesn't like hard rocks or roots. We found that out.
Well, sure. Yeah. I hit a root and I think I bent one of those plugs, but I bought a new one. I haven't had a chance to put it on, but I bought a new one. But other than that, it's a great aerator, and I plan on using it for maybe another year or two, and then I'll probably, when it makes sense, to upgrade it to a new one for tax reasons and just to also just have a newer unit. I will get that replaced and trade it in or whatever. But
you're gonna trade them this thing for 650 hours.
So what I was going to tell you, Bam Bam, is I normally don't keep mowers past 600-700 hours. That's just my thing. Some people keep them for thousands of hours and put a new motor on it. Something I'll probably do on the SG Ninja mower.
That's a one of one. So.
Yeah, exactly. But I was planning on trading this in. As we mentioned earlier, Michael said I don't have a single 52. So I told Bam Bam, you know what? If he gets any during this season, maybe we'll change it, and maybe it'll just get us through another season. Why not? Take good care of it. Change the oil on time.
It's still strong.
Change the fuel filters and all that. Yeah, and then we had that pump issue in that last video.
And the O2 sensor, but after that, everything's fine.
Yep. Dealer took care of that, fixed everything. So it's still a great mower. No problems with it. It does not like water or rain. We've noticed that more than your average.
Yeah, if it's going to rain at all, we got to put it in there.
If you leave it on the trailer and it's been raining and then you come back to it the next day.
Sound like an old square body Chevy.
How's that go again?
No.
Okay.
Only one.
Okay. All right. So yeah, it's a great mower, and with this season coming up, we'll probably be very close to that 1,000 hours on it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to trying that 72, giving it a try and see how it does, and definitely will save us on the church. And we picked up another church.
Yeah. See, now that's when we'll tongue tied. That's when that 61 will come in handy too.
What the heck?
All right. My brain was working faster than my mouth.
Let's not do that. But other than that, debt-free is my goal once I got there, and I want to stay there. And I'm looking forward for this season, and I'm super excited. Really took the time away from the videos to focus on my business. I've got a lot in store, as Bam Bam knows, this coming up year. And
this is going to be a good year.
It will be a good year, and lots of plans and things like that. So, but yeah, anyway, that's really it. I think the rain's finally, see, it comes and goes. But
it's just little spurts of rain.
Little spurts. But there you go. That's it. Just wanted to make a quick little review of this. This is the new purchase of the year. And I will definitely keep you ninjas updated on it as far as how it does, how it continues to do, and once we start using it. One last thing I want to say, I think I mentioned this in the last 61-inch that I had to sit down, but these do come with the oil guard system right there, which means you do not have to change the oil once a year or 500 hours.
I was going to say, I don't think we changed the oil on that 61 at all.
We did not. I actually told the dealer when I was trading, I was like, look, I did not change it, just so you're aware. And he said, that's fine, they'll do it. But you don't have to mess with it. So I kind of wish those oil guards are on your regular stand-on 61s and 52s. Not that changing oil is hard, but it's time consuming. And
that's the big thing, is it's time that you're not out there making money.
That's right. Anything in this business, time is everything. It really is. I mean, time is money, and so if I can avoid a maintenance day, changing a couple of mowers, oil, we could be out there doing something, so. But anyway, no big deal. But yeah, these things are great. Don't have to worry about the oil changes or anything like that. This is my very first 72-inch deck that I've ever owned. Again, as I mentioned earlier, wish it was a stand-on, but it's all good. No big deal.
I'm interested to see how it cuts.
I'm interested to see how it cuts. It's got 3 blades, of course, and they are a lot bigger than your 61. And other than that, everything is the same as that 61. So stay tuned is all I can say on that. Stay tuned. we are just trying to stay busy a little bit every day through January and February, as I've mentioned to you ninjas before, and I've mentioned it to Bam Bam this last summer. You know, these 2 months are the slowest months. And then as soon as March comes around, you know, with the spring cleanups and then the grass kicking in,
Hit the ground running.
that's it. It does not stop. So I told Bam Bam here, enjoy it. Enjoy the slow moments. I know some, you know, it's not.
I like the slower days. We can go at our own pace, but at the same time, I do miss those paychecks.
Yeah.
I know you do too.
Money, man.
Hey, look. Money makes the world go round.
That's right. And here's the trailer. I haven't shown you in a while. Trailer's still doing good. I was telling Bam Bam on one of these days here soon when it's nice and dry and no rain. It seems like we're getting rain just about every week, at least a day or two. I want to reseal the wood here so that way it can last me a little longer. I already did it once, but I'm going to do it again. I think it was a couple of years ago when I did it. So other than that, everything's good. Everything looks good. Tiny's doing great. Tiny's just fine. Tiny just hit about 106,000 miles. Doing just fine. No problems at all. And the trailer's doing fine. I got to touch up on the grease here soon as far as the axles go a little bit. And yeah, that's it. Well, I'm not going to hold you ninjas up anymore. Thank you. If you watched this far, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in on all these last 2-3 videos. I've finally come back and I'm going to try to stay active on them. But last words? Wisdom of Bam Bam?
I don't know about any wisdom, but let's get some money.
Kid. That thing's a beast, man. I'm telling you,
really is.
just from the back, looking at it like that. Look at that.
That is one sexy machine.
It is. All right, ninjas. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.